You know, I thought at this point in time it might be a good idea for me to explain why I got into this project here in the first place of fixing up my garage. Now you take a look at that picture down there that's on the screen right now. That's my garage. That's before I had any trouble with it. And you can see it was a nice little garage. I got it. It's a two-car garage. I got solar panels on the top and you know, and then little wings on the side there. That kept the water off the foundation down there. Well, anyway, it was a pretty good garage, except I noticed there was a problem with it. And the problem is, let me show you here. Let me take you inside here and look at this. Now, you see the inside there. Well, of course, I got a mess. Yeah, well, okay. Well, overlook that for a minute. Now, look to the right over there. I mean to the left. Yeah, your other right. Look to the left. Now, you see that table that's got them car batteries up on top of it, if you can tell they're car batteries? Well, look at that wall real careful, and you can see that it's leaning in. And you can see the way it's built. See, I got the concrete foundation, and then I got that wooden wall up on the top, and the wooden wall basically supports, you know, the whole structure, and then the rest of it's on top of that concrete. Well, anyway, that concrete has started to rot away, and it's because it was built wrong. I made it out of a special experimental mixture that I put up in it, but it was 15, 18 years ago, so it's held together pretty good. So what's happened is it's been rotting away and been pushed in by the hydraulic pressure of the dirt outside. Now let me just show you here a little video of just how bad that wall has gotten. Just thought you might like to see a close-up of how bad this foundation's getting. This is on the inside of the garage. Let me go down here and see down there that is make sure we're on least magnitude. Look at that, that's coming apart. See that? That is just coming apart. Look at that. And look at that. That's right on the corner. And as you can see, that hole wasn't there a couple days ago. So we have made a hole right there. There's not much holding this up. So we better get to this. And there's that too. See that? We got to fix it all. Now let me show you something a little interesting about the structure of this garage that kind of helps us in finding an easy way, or an easier way, of fixing this problem. Now look at that picture. You see that? Now look to the left there, and you can see what I got there is a wooden wall setting on that foundation, right? So what that means is that that wooden wall is really holding all the weight, which then that wooden wall sits on that foundation, and then that foundation holds the rest of the weight. So, but the problem is, well, let me show you a real close-up of that here. Now, see a close-up of that, you can really see there's kind of a beam across the top. It's just a 2x4, but you see the 2x4, and it's got all those vertical 2x4s pushing up against it. Well, that holds up the whole darn shebang up there. So if you look at that from another point of view, if you make a drawing of this thing, what you got is something like this. And you can see I've labeled that. This is a frontal view of the garage wall. Now you see that one board going up like at a 45-degree angle? Now that thing is the roof line. See, so the roof is supported on that board. And you see the floor joist, there's an upper loft in there. Now that's supported by the little wall there. So you can see the whole wall, you know, is basically supporting the whole garage. See, that's pretty simple and straightforward. Now here's what's happening to it. See the next picture? You see how the wall is buckling. Now that's exaggerated, of course, but that's what's happening. And I gotta figure out a way to fix that. Well, so I got to thinking. Now, since the whole weight of the building is supported at this point, you see that upper arrow there, that red one, what if I could support that building right there? Now, if I could do that, then there wouldn't be any weight on them two walls below, the concrete one nor that wooden one. So if I could support it up there, you know, get a magic forklift and hold it up or something right there at the top, well, it doesn't matter. That wall below it, doesn't matter what that does. You can take it out of there. But I ain't got no magic forklift, but I got something that's I had an idea that was kind of
maybe something like that. I thought, well, why don't I build a carport, see? And then put new foundations in for the carport and put some pillars in there that, really dang strong, and put it as close to the garage as I can get it. And then you see that top part of the carport on the right? Well, just stick a board out there and have it support the old garage at that point. Now that was my idea, and I thought, if I could do that, then really it don't matter if the wall comes down or not. I could just leave it there and let it rot, or just take it down if I wanted to. It doesn't even matter. So that was the idea I got. Now the whole next step is how to do that.